So my first Karen story for week 4 is Karen at the graduation, a tale of entitlement and echoes.
Not the echoes. I love a good graduation story. In the season
know
of
what?
graduation.
You know what? I'm going to be honest about this one. I was going to lie. I'm going to be honest about this one. It is not embellished. It is changed.
Dramatized. That's what they say, like in the scenes when they recreate.
It is dramatized a little bit. It's definitely here's the deal. This is a personal story that I dealt with at a high school graduation. And so I am invested in this one.
Here we go. This one better win, is what she's saying. You better vote for this one.
If it doesn't, it's fine, but it was a big deal for me. Okay. So I had gotten there early. When I say early, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Not super early. I planned to be there an hour early, but that didn't happen. Okay. I got decent seats. They were towards the back. They were on the bleachers, but they were okay. Yeah. They were not horrible seats. It's fine. And I was settling in with my program that they gave me, which was wonderful. It had a lot of cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
When she arrived. So she showed up about 20 minutes before the ceremony starts. Her name wasn't Karen. It was just, the type. So there.
She's Karen.
Yeah. She marched in with authority of someone who believed the event couldn't possibly begin without her, huffing and puffing about how far back the seats were. As if the laws of time and reserved seating had personally wronged her. Loudly, and I mean broadcast loudly, she began voicing her discontent to anyone within a 15-foot radius.
Discontent, are you going to tell us about what?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is crazy. We should have been here 3 hours ago. These seats are awful. Not all of us are going to fit. How are we supposed to see from back here? She continued venting loudly, complaining that she should have sat on the end because she was going to have to leave early anyway, and as if announcing her future disruption was somehow supposed to make it okay. And just as the ceremony began, the real circus kicked off.
Oh, no.
I have never held my tongue as hard as I did this day. I was like, this is my niece's graduation. All these kids that I've seen grow up are graduating. I don't want to make a scene. And my daughter, who can also be a Karen, love you, B, but you can, was like she was over her.
Yeah.
So quick. Okay. So she continued venting loudly, complaining that she should have sat at the end. Oh, nope, sorry. Every time a new family member showed up, which happened no fewer than 5 times.
Oh, sure.
She started a full conversation during the speeches and name calls. Oh, there you are. Okay, we need to scoot down. Can y'all move over? Just squeeze over a little bit. There's room. Or there was, oh, there's so-and-so. How are we going to fit her in here? Girl. I was
in the middle of graduation.
Yes. She physically gestured for people who had been there for, the whole time, even before I got there, to scoot down on the bleachers to make room for her ever-growing crowd of people.
Oh my goodness.
Of the crew of latecomers is what.
No, what they can stand at the door.
Yeah. My brother was late. I mean, he drove from Gladstone. My brother was late. He just was he waited for Allie's name to be called, and then he headed out in the hallway. Yeah. He headed out and took his kiddo to the park.
Yeah.
He was whatever. When people hesitated or ignored her, she muttered under her breath, but loud enough to hear, unbelievable. You think people would be more accommodating on a day like this? I could have literally strangled this woman.
Oh my gosh.
I was, yeah.
The steam would have just been coming out of my ears.
Between the graduate speeches, you could hear her. Well, I told them we should have come earlier. This is just a mess. I can't even hear anything. And I literally wanted to turn around and be like, if you would shut up, you maybe could hear something. I was so frustrated. Halfway through the ceremony, the inevitable happened. And I promise you, when I said this is dramatized, this ain't part of it. This is just giving you a more story-like experience.
A more narrative. I explain this.
Yes.
So this really happened.
This really freaking happened, everybody. Her phone rang. You could hear the ringer.
Yeah.
Loudly. Okay, so it blared through the auditorium. And what did Karen do?
My gosh.
She answered it.
Of course she did.
She is on the phone.